ICE agents are scheduled to do deportations in Philadelphia. Oh my God, Philadelphia. Philadelphia Eagles are the very first football team to have a judge, jail, and preside over every single game, because even when people in Philly celebrate, there's always a felony charge involved. You're going to go into a city that not only is so connected and tight that they actually protect themselves better than the police can, but you think you're going to go in there and try to stop or deport people out of there? You're going to have such a hard time that it's going to be like ice skating uphill. You've got people that have come out of Philly like Joe Frazier that are as tough as shit that they will literally take a beating and keep on coming. And yet somehow ICE agents who couldn't even get on the police force are going to go in there with their newfangled weapons and think that they're somehow going to take over that city. Do you realize that Philadelphia probably has more weaponry than all of the ICE agents combined? And yet you're going to go in there and think you're going to manhandle, intimidate, and try to hurt. The United States military is the largest military force this planet has ever seen. That's not a debate. With a $1.1 trillion budget each year, the United States spends almost 3 times as much money on their national defense and military force than any other country. In fact, the first top 10 military forces in the world don't spend anywhere near as much as the United States does. So when the United States, carrying the biggest stick, walks around and makes allegations or statements that they're going to invade Greenland, people aren't watching that and taking it as hyperbole. They're taking it as a declaration of war. And while the United States may have come to realize that the Tangerine Twat Waffle speaks a lot but doesn't exactly fulfill his promises, the rest of the world are arming themselves, getting ready for a war, because they realize that if the Tangerine Twat Waffle actually invades Greenland, the only way to stop the United States military force would be nuclear war. And the flag over our heads used to represent democracy, strength, bravery, freedom. How free do most people feel in this country right now as they watch masked men grab people off the streets, throw them in the back of trucks that have no markings, and then send them to some place and cage them like animals until they throw them into another country that they're not even from? We're watching individuals violate the Constitution with that flag strapped to their back, which now represent more of the not-so-see than actual democracy as it's supposed to be. At what point did the United States become a representation of fascism rather than anti-fascism? When did the United States and that flag start to represent everything that we fought against in World War II? At what point do the people that stayed silent during the last election